In this video, I'm going to share with you a technique out of the Sexual Alchemy playbook that's going to allow you to stop feeling sexual frustration while you build up your sexual energy through semen retention and NOFAP lifestyles. Let's dive into it. Hi, my name is Nakula Das. I am the founder of the How to Become a Sexual Alchemist training program, and I'm helping men all over the world master their sex energy so you can become a powerhouse both in and outside the bedroom. Big shout out to all my patrons. I thank you. I thank you so much. It's really cool to have guys just supporting the channel because they're getting value from the techniques and the information that I'm bringing. If you want to support this channel and support me, go to the links and descriptions below. There's a ton of stuff for you to check out. You can become a patron. If you take the $15 tier up, you also get into my WhatsApp group, Semen Retention Army, where I'm giving daily motivation and tips, tools, and tricks, and sharing my own practices and techniques. It's a lot of fun, so come join and connect with a bunch of like-minded men. All right. One of the challenges with semen retention that many guys face is sexual frustration. I know I have for sure, where I have so much sexual energy in me. I'm not watching porn, I'm not masturbating, I'm not doing anything, and I'm just like, right? And when I first started practicing these practices, my wife was actually away for about 6 months. And so I really learned to practice these practices by myself, which in a way is a little bit of an advantage, quite honestly. I recommend guys learning, even if you are with a partner, really spending the time to get to know your own sexual energy. And then the more comfortable you are, the more secure you are, the more powerful you are, then you can invite others to join in that play. And that's the real key, is learning how to be playful with your sexual energy. A lot of the times why we become frustrated is because we're just so like orgasm ejaculated focused. We're so like, oh, I have all this energy, it's all pent up. And we view sex as a way to release stress. But sex is not a way to release stress. Sex is a way to create, to bring intimacy. It's a way to be open. Sex is a creative force. So when you learn how to become playful and open with your sexual energy, when you start to learn to deconstruct all of the, when you mention the word sex, it's kind of like a chain. Like if the beginning of the chain is the word sex, and if you pull it up, all these links will be traumas and belief systems and cultural stuff and societal stuff and religious stuff. There's going to be all of this stuff, experiences that are all linked to this sex. So what we learn to do as sexual alchemists is actually we learn to go to the root and experience the energy of it beyond belief systems. And in this way, now we see the qualities of the energy. And what are the qualities of sexual energy? Creative, attractive, multiplying. It exponentially grows things. Okay, so there's so much of your untapped potential is actually sitting dormant in your sexual energy. Sexual frustration is a signal. You got to be like, okay, why am I frustrated? It's because I have sexual energy, but it's not finding an outlet. And so I'm going to find an outlet. Napoleon Hill says that sexual energy is like water. It will reach its destination. So suppressing it is not going to work. It may work for some time, but eventually it's going to come out like a dam. And that's where, often, we find ourselves taking up sexual habits that are now becoming detrimental to us. Okay? So what we want to learn to do is cool that frustration or ease that frustration by literally moving the energy or alchemizing it, transmuting it from just raw physical expression to now up to the heart space. And why the heart space? The heart space is what governs love or openness. It starts to govern expansion. Scientists have measured that the heart's magnetic field, so the aura or electricity, the energy being produced by the heart, is larger than the brain. Our heart is our real brain. As sexual alchemists, we learn to feel into life. again, beyond belief systems, beyond the mind and its constant, morality and judgment and right and wrong and all of its mental concoctions of reputation and status and all of this stuff that we're all just trapped by. And we're constantly bombarded with messages that trap us in our mental state. Well, once you learn to move your energy upwards and just feel into life, you recognize everything is simply an energy, and each energy brings a quality. That's it. And now you can play with that quality. You can learn to move that energy up beyond the heart into the center of intuition or crown, which then begins to open you up to intuitive insight, being able to tap into the etheric. Napoleon Hill calls it infinite intelligence. It's known as the Akashic Records. It's the ability to tap into the ether element. And the ether element carries within it all the other, the ingredients or qualities of all the other elements. And therefore, our fire, passion energy, our feminine water energy, it can all be tapped into. All right, so a little bit of the philosophy under the movement. Now, the movement, the technique is to actually imagine that that you're carrying all this frustration, all this anger, all this maybe hate within your heart, and you want to clear it out so that it becomes open. So the first thing you want to do is you want to clear your heart, and we're going to use one of the 6 healing sounds, which sounds like this. Like if you were checking your breath. And you're going to add a movement to it. You're going to breathe up. You're going to flip your hands right when you're at the heart space. You're going to lean to the left so that you're giving your heart a massage internally, and you're going to breathe out any of that anger, any of that hate, and cruelty that you may be feeling within your heart. And it's when you do this, you can imagine like red steam leaving your mouth, representing all of that frustration or anger, and then like you're pushing it out of your body. And what this is incorporating is the mind. It's an internal practice. Sexual alchemy is an internal practice. So while there's external movements and sounds, your mind needs to be inside of you. That's the real benefit. Why so many guys practice like I did some of these techniques or yoga and they never got the benefits is because they don't recognize it's an internal practice. This is just helping you get your mind to give it a guide. So that it's like, what am I doing? Right now I'm breathing in red light, red vapors. I'm filling up my heart space and then I'm letting it go. Letting anger go, letting cruelty go, letting frustration go. And then once I let that go, what naturally emerges is my more natural state. Now, if you think of it like an energetic clog, now we've removed that clog. Energy is naturally going to flow upward from your testicles through the lower dantian up into the heart space, which begins to emanate. It begins to shift. This is the alchemy process from shifting raw sexual energy. Now it is more loving, romantic, playful, charismatic energy. It depends on who you are. This is where individually it'll expand you or it'll expand your qualities. It'll give you more of who you are. It won't make you like me. It's going to make you more of you. And what you inherently have to know is that you are awesome and made in the image of God by nature's design. And you have all these wonderful qualities to bring out. But your energy has to be raised up. You have to be open. You have to be an open conduit for energy to flow through you so that you can accentuate these qualities. All right, so let's do the practice. I'll show it to you once, then we'll do it 3 times to clear our heart space and clear frustrations, which once we clear our frustrations, we'll be able to practice semen retention longer and get more and more benefits, and we'll be able to have non-ejaculatory sex, and these practices will start to prep the body for higher level practices of non-ejaculatory orgasms and very subtle practices of manifestation as well as attraction. All right, let's dive into it. So I'm imagining red light, red vapors filling my heart space. I'm turning to my right. letting cruelty go, letting anger go. Imagining red vapors, all that anger, all that cruelty, frustration leaving. You can place your hands on your heart and give the heart an inner smile. What happens when you smile to someone on the street? Even if you don't know their language, they smile back. Internally, when you spend time smiling, I teach a particular meditation sequence inside of my training program where I take you through a guided inner smiling meditation where actually you smile to the different organs of the body, helping heal your own body and helping you heal your relationship with your own body. You want to be a powerhouse in the bedroom, you have to be open with yourself. You can't be, hiding, shy, blah, 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 and then be there fully, to give pleasure and receive pleasure. And it's that same outside the bedroom. Our insecurities and all of our mental concoctions and makeup, they block us. They're like invisible walls between us and receiving abundantly pleasure, abundance, experience, receiving all the gifts that's emanating from the divine source. Anyways, I can get all preachy with it, but it's super powerful practices. So try that out. It's going to help you release some of the anger, the frustration. Make sure you subscribe and get notified so you get the techniques that I'm releasing over time on this channel. I'm going to be talking about the liver, which is a frustration to get rid of jealousy and more frustration as well. And get started in the free ejaculation control guide to start these practices in your daily life. See you on the next video.